I am very firmly persuaded that there is a blanket of sorcery, a blanket of the occult that has blanketed our nation.
I agree.
The National President of Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria today, I say, apart from the fact that you have that the people you are shepherding and pastoring are suffering, and no matter how big you are, you can run empty, meeting everybody's need. And this is in this season. Is it house rent? Is it children's school fees? Is it food?
Uncountable number.
It's uncountless. He was saying that there are places that where people have to line up after service for assistance. Here we're feeding people for
medical
bill multiply, and the people of the land are behaving as if nothing is happening. It is a of tolerance of suffering, a of patience with captivity. Be in love with your chains. If it's not a spell, there's nowhere things like that happen, and everywhere there's nowhere in the world where those at the highest level are practically insensitive, even making a joke of the suffering of the people. Poor people breathe. And then one of the most persons that ever ruled any country in the world died, and people are praising him. How many youth couples died in 2014 because somebody lost an election? Bauchi area. People who imported into the country. If it's not patron of organization as a sitting president is a patron of a group wasting whole community. If it is not this kind of country, does such a person deserve a burial? In villages to be buried in or something. Whatever spell it is, we ask God to break it.
Amen.
And let those who are misgoverning and misruling at every level know that none will see the celebration. Yes.
You see, few weeks ago, somebody called me from the UK, one auntie like that. After we talked about real estate finish, she called and asked me, say, Prince William, what do you think is really wrong with Nigeria? Now I tell her, say, Mama, I believe, say that course when Noah lay on one of his sons, it be like saying that son I be the founder of Nigeria. If that is not the case, then that land when Abraham did, when God tell us, say, pack your load and run, be like that land with this. So, because the things happening in Nigeria cannot be normal. It cannot be natural issues. You hear when Pastor Paul Eneche said, no matter how much you have, if you are trying to sort the problem of Nigerians, it will finish. Every month, I have a benevolence account, right? Money with me, they say support people every month. 1 million naira. In all the past 4 days, it finish. As the month starts, day 4, the money don't finish. The number of problems within my DM now, they wait me. I know if you respond, I will just ignore them. Because once you tell them, say you don't get fresh gist, don't start. And it's not their fault. The hardship in this country is alarming. Meanwhile, somebody thinks that is the time to use 24 billion to buy CCTV in government house. And it makes sense to some people. This has to be juju. As we they complain, rich, schools were on strike in Abuja, primary schools. Meanwhile, they are saying that somebody is sharing land to his family member. It makes sense to some people. And you know, the people, when they defend the madness, if there are people benefiting, you know what they too pin me. They are inside the poverty. Yet they are seeing reasons with their oppressor. It has to be a spiritual problem. And they talk that somebody say, make I get respect for Buhari, we don't pass on. Why should we even be celebrating Buhari? Why? How? Buhari, when we supposed to get national day to swear for him. He left here without a proper hospital, went to London to go and find a hospital, and it makes sense to some people. Pastor Paul Eneche, I'm beginning to love you every day. The way you talk. If other pastors can open their mouth and talk too, we would have been in a better place. Imams, if they can open their mouth and talk, we would have been in a better place. But even those ones too are highly compromised. This has to be a spiritual problem. But thank you for speaking out. One day God could come out us from the spell where he lost on Nigeria.